Hi everyone, let's solve this problem best time to buy and sell stock. Let's try to read the problem statement first. So you say we are given a set of prices on each day. We need to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy and sell one stock, right? So what it says is you have to choose a different day in the future to sell the stock, because for example, if in the same day you buy at price X, you have to sell at X, the profit is zero itself, right? By default it's zero, right? So we need to return the maximum profit we can achieve from this transaction. So we are tracking this in blind 75. This is like second problem and it follows the Soulmate pattern. So I have listed down the summary of how we are going to solve this. So before solving the problem, let's read the quote of the day. So yeah, it's from this movie Lion King, right? Remember who you are, right? So whenever you doubt yourself, remember who you are. So let's first jump onto whiteboard, right? Let's try to see what is the brute force first, right? So if like, okay, we solve problem first by going with the brute force direction. So let's start the brute force. So what I say is, how about choosing each element as my buying position, right? For example, this 7, right? I say, okay, this could be my buying position. Let me see all possible on its right as sell positions, right? And then when in the next iteration I say, okay, what is, if this is my buy position, right? I have to go only right? So what I say is, for each element X, right, what are my possible positions Y where I can sell it and choose the maximum profit. So if you can see it's following the similar brute force which we saw in the previous problem to sum. Like for each example X, what is the possible Y such that X plus Y becomes my target, right? So this is the first technique, right? And this is the similar brute force. We can go from right direction as well, because we already know the future everything, right? I say, okay, what if this is my selling position, right? What are all possible buying positions so that I make the maximum profit? So these both the techniques, right, they are brute force. One is going left to right, another one is going right to right, left, and they both are actually it will give you TLE error in Leetcode. But the reason I'm explaining you this is because this brute force actually serves as a purpose to optimize us, right? So what we are trying to optimize here is the kind of brute forces we can deal with, right? So let's see how do we do it. I say, okay, so the trick is very easy. I say, if let's take any element, this guy, right? I say, okay, this guy could be my selling position. I say, okay, this could be my selling position. The buying element for this guy is going to be min of all these, right? So what I do is, if I go from left to right, I keep tracking min element, right? Whenever I reach at any new position, right, which could be my selling position, all I have to buy is the minimum price, right? So why not keep track min? So I am having the excess in order 1. So again, you can see that, right, the kind of optimization we are having is the similar optimization we did in our previous code, which is to sum, right, where we say, okay, we'll in order 1 we want to find the complement, we use the hash, but here we want min, right? So this min we can find it very easily, like we keep tracking left to right and find min. So we can go in the, like, if we have to solve the problem right to left, that we also can do. What we say is, okay, let's say if this 3 could be my buying position, right? What we need to know is, what is the max price here on the right? So again, the pairing, the same kind of pairing, right? So what I need to do is, if I go from right to left, I keep tracking the max element. Each position becomes my buying point, right? What is the maximum profit I can get, right? So I hope, guys, all the visualizations are clear to you, and let's jump on to code. I think then things will become more concrete and you'll understand what exactly we are trying to solve here. So let's do with the brute force first, which might give us a TLE. Let's do it. I say, okay, for so my profit will be, my initial profit will be 0, right? And I'm going to maximize this. I know you might want to write it as minus infinity, because this is the identity of finding a max value, but in this case we want to return the default value 0 if it's not, like, basically we are not getting anything as a profit. So we'll start with the profit as 0. If you didn't get it, what I meant, it's just to avoid one kind of test case when, let's say, the prices are there is no price available, there's like 0 prices available, or if I get some negative for some reason, because I might be avoiding some conditions. I'll explain it in the later section. So let's write the brute force. I say, okay, for I in the range of length of prices, again, I don't need to go till end, one element prior to end, and this is my selling point, right? So I say, okay, my buy is at prices of I, my sell is at prices of j, okay, and my profit will be, profit is equals to max of profit comma sell minus buy, right, and I return the profit. Let's see if it works. Okay, let's submit it. I'm sure this will give us TLE. Okay, why it's taking so much time? Okay, it gave us TLE. So let me so we are going to optimization, but let me explain this, because this kind of initialization is very important in our future set of videos as well. So for example, let's say if I had a test case like, let's say, I don't know, let's say 7,1, right? Let's run it. See, the profit I'm getting is 0, but if I would have initialized it with let's say minus infinity, right? So let's run. My profit is -6, because this is like a very small thing, but you have to, like, I just am trying to hammer in the point that we have to be very careful about our initializations. And in this case, this was the idea. Okay, if because we are not tracking, if my profit becomes negative, I need to return 0 only. So I just wanted to initialize it with 0, so that's why I kept it as 0, right? So this was very minor point, but let's jump on to our optimizations that we talk about. Again, this brute force can be done from right to left, and then we get the order n square solution again, but I don't want to go into that. So let's comment it, let's take it down, and let's solve with the other technique, which is our order n solution, where we track the minimum element, right? So I say, okay, my profit is 0 and my minimum element is infinity so far, right? And now whenever I get a price, okay, if my price is less than minimum, then my minimum becomes price. Otherwise, I will try to calculate the profit, which is max of whatever profit I have so far versus price minus mn, right? And I return the profit. Let's see if it works. Okay, it's working. Submit it. Awesome, it does. So now we can do a slight cleanup code, which is, we don't need to write so many constraints, right? What I'm doing is I'm tracking the minimum, right? So what I can say is, okay, my min is min of price comma min, right? I'm when I'm doing this, and I can have profit as max of profit minus. Let's see if this also works. This code looks clean. That's only we are doing, but it's taking more. It's in the asymptotic time. It's not taking much time, but the concrete time it's taking, because we had the if else condition. So now both of these will be executing. So this time will be like, okay, let's say it's order 2n in this case, but code looks very clean. We can write it in this way as well. If price is less than min is price, this would also work. These are just different variants, different way to play around with the code. Awesome, it does. Let's write one version which goes from right to left. So for right to left, what I say is, okay, my profit is, okay, I didn't want to ruin this code for you guys, so you can have this. Let me again recheck if it's working. Okay, so let's write another version which I say, okay, my profit is 0 and my maximum element is this, and I need to go right to left. You can go with indexes as well, right? Like this will, but the code doesn't look clean. For example, what I'm trying to say is like this, which is length of prices minus 1, and this way, or reversed of something like this, for I in a range of length of prices minus 1, right? This way, and you reversed it, right? These are like different tricks to write the code, right? So I didn't like these versions, so I just am following this. So the code looks a little clean, and yeah, very small improvement like is we get if we write that way, right? So let's see. Okay, if we have this price in the list of prices, I need to get the max so far, which is max of price and this mx, right? And my profit is max of the profit, and whatever is my max minus price, right? Let's see if it works. Okay. Oh, the max has to be minus infinity, right? Because this is the identity for max, right? Let's see. Awesome, it works. So I hope guys you like all the solution, and remember who you are. See you guys in next video.